Hi there, my darling Aquarians. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to your reading for the week of February the 16th, 2026. So, my darling Aquarians, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Moonology manifestation cards. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here and then finish off with angel answer cards. All right, my darling Aquarians, what messages does Aquarius need to know, please, for this week of the 16th of February? What does Aquarius need to know? First quarter moon in Virgo. Assess the situation. So it could be that some analysis is required this week from you, my darling Aquarians. You know, you're being encouraged to assess the situation. And look, we are coming into Mercury retro shadow this week. So we go, Mercury retrograde goes, or Mercury goes retrograde on the 26th of this month. So we are coming into that retro shadow type of energy. So this would be a good time before we actually hit the full-blown Mercury retrograde to assess a situation here. So take that how it resonates, but seems to be some kind of situation that requires your analysis or assessment, my darling Aquarians. So let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Aquarians. What does Aquarius need to know, please, for this week of the 16th? What does Aquarius need to know? The Hierophant, 3 of Pentacles, and the Death card. Love it. Love it. All right, my darling Aquarians. So what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off here with the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is all about, well, this is Taurus, by the way. So if you have Taurus in your chart, I would encourage you to go and watch the Taurus reading because there could be a message there for you. But the Hierophant is all about, you know, government institutions. It's about higher learning. It's also the card of a blessing as well. But what I feel here for you, my darling Aquarians, is that this is a card of you needing to get more information. It's a card of you needing to seek out, you know, knowledge and wisdom. Learning is what I feel to say to you, whether that's, you know, you going and getting more, you know, knowledge from, you know, a class or a course or something like that. But I do feel that there is something that, you know, you're wanting to get more knowledge on. And the only way to do that is to go and get and educate yourself. So I do feel that off the Hierophant card for whatever reason. But I feel like this is also a card of, as you know, like as above, so below, because he is in touch with the heavens and the earth. So, you know, he has that sort of, because he's a priest on here. So, you know, I just feel that there could be that need for you to gain more knowledge or gain more information is what I feel to tell you off the Hierophant card. So whatever that means to you and however that means, you know, for you to get that, that's going to be up to you. It's going to be different for everybody. You know, it could just be that, you know, you watch a webinar or something like that and you get the information, or you watch a YouTube video and you get your information from there. But I just feel that there is some kind of more information that you need, my darling Aquarians. Because then you've got the 3 of Pentacles here. The Three of Pentacles is, teamwork makes the dream work. It's all about collaboration and putting your work on display, my darling Aquarians. So, this could be the result of you getting that, more knowledge might be the final piece that you need to finish this project that you've been working on. That's kind of the energy that I'm feeling, that, then you can put that work on display, if that makes sense. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. That could be what is happening here, my darling Aquarians, is that, but I feel that working with other people too is going to help you, working alongside other people is going to help you. Asking other people for help, that collaboration type of energy is going to help you. But I do feel you're going to be recognized for your work here. So finding out that more information and being able to then finish and complete whatever this project is and putting it on display is going to gain you recognition, I feel, my darling Aquarian. So I love that for you. And then you've got the Death card here. So this is Scorpio energy. So if you do have Scorpio in your chart, I would encourage you to go and watch the Scorpio reading as well. But the Death card never, ever means literal death, ever. The Death card is a card of, change and transformation. It is a card of you going through some kind of metamorphosis. It is you going through some kind of change and transformation for yourself, my darling Aquarians. It's that change from, the death of your old life into your new life, my darling Aquarians. And I feel you need to go through this in order to, come out the other side and get what it is that you're wanting, my darling Aquarians. So yeah, I feel this is kind of a work in progress. I don't feel this is all going to happen this week. Put it that way. I feel this might be the start of this change and transformation for you this week. And the start of that is going to be learning what you need to learn and finishing a project and putting it on display. And that's the first phase of this change and transformation for you, is what I kind of feel is going on here. So if I'm going to put it all together, I feel that with this assess the situation, I feel that you need to reevaluate and assess what you're working on at the moment, my darling Aquarians, because I know you feel, or I feel that you feel, you need more information. Something isn't working. You need something more to get this project completed. And I feel that you're going to learn that this week. You're going to get what you need to complete this project and put it on display and show the world what you can do. And I do feel that collaborating with other people would be beneficial as well. But I also feel that this is going to be then the start of some change and transformation for you, that you're going to start to evolve into something, to the person that you've always wanted to be, or the life that you've always wanted to have, my darling Aquarians. And I love this for you. Yeah, I feel there's going to be a lot of recognition and reward coming in this week for you. But I feel that you learning more about what you need to learn will be beneficial for sure, my darling Aquarians. So if you're enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. As I've been saying that I've been thinking of shutting the channel down, I won't. I will, you've all been giving me great feedback and I appreciate that, and you wanted me to stay on, so I will, but I will be pulling back. I will be only doing monthly readings. And if things start to take off again, I might decide to do more, but that's the plan for now. So as of March, it'll only be monthlies. All right, let's get final messages for you, my darling Aquarians. Peaceful resolution, yeah. Whatever is coming in for you, there will be a peaceful resolution. If you need guidance, my darlings, ask your angels. I feel that that's connected to the Hierophant here, is that if you need, like I said, he's connection to the heavens and the earth. If you need that spiritual groundedness, ask your angels. Can't make this up. Here's your abundance. This is coming in. I feel this off that Three of Pentacles is you putting your work on display will result in, success and victory and all those kind of good things. A year from now, they say, you've got a yes. And don't be freaked out with the year from now. I feel that it just goes hand in hand with what I said about the Death card, that this is the start of your change and transformation. And a year from now, you'll look back, once this, I feel, change and transformation is complete, and just go, wow, this is how far you've come. And getting that a year from now makes me think that this could be a year-long type of change and transformation, but there'll be a lot happening on the way. So don't freak out and don't feel, oh my God, I'm not going to get anything for a year. I think there's going to be so much happening for you in this next year that you're just going to be a whole new person when you come through it. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Librans. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to your reading for the week of February the 16th, 2026. So, my darling Librans, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Moonology manifestation cards. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then we'll finish off with angel answer cards. All right, my darling Librans, what messages does Libra need to know, please, for the week of February the 16th, 2026? First quarter moon in Capricorn. Unleash your kindest self. So what I'm getting off this for you, my darling Librans, is to unleash your kindest self to yourself, my darlings, to, really nurture yourself, go within. You beautiful Librans are all about love anyway, and balance and things like that. So, unleashing your kindest self to yourself, I feel you may just need to be giving yourself an extra bit of kindness this week, my darling Librans. So let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Librans. What messages does Libra need to know, please, for this week of the 16th March? I'm not March. God, I've skipped ahead. I've skipped a whole month. No, the 16th of February. We've got the Hierophant, the Hermit, 2 major arcana. Oh, 3 major arcana. Wow. Boom, my darling Librans. There it is. Smack bang. 3 major arcana in this reading. Big energies for you. We've got Taurus, Virgo, Leo here in this reading. So big energies here for you, my darling Librans. But you start off here with the Hierophant, or the Hierophant, however you like to say it. The Hierophant is an energy of, government institutions, higher learning, all that kind of energy. It is also an energy of as above, so below, because the Hierophant is, or the Hierophant, he is like a pope or a priest on this, in the traditional tarot. And there's also 2 people here that are getting blessed. So it could also be a signal, a sign of a blessing, my darling Librans. So what I feel here for you, though, is that, I feel that you are blessed at this time. Really, I don't feel that this is anything to do with, getting more information on something or learning something. I actually feel that that you are being blessed here, that this is a blessed time for you, is what's popped into my head. And just with the other cards on the table, with them being major arcana, I just feel that it is that you're blessed. This is a very blessed time for you, my darling Librans. So yeah, love that energy for you. And then you've got the Hermit. So as I said, this is Virgo energy. But the Hermit is all about someone who has been through like a dark night of the soul. He has, climbed to the top of the mountain, and he's become old as he's climbed up to the top of the mountain because he's gained knowledge and wisdom. And he has the star in his lantern here. He needs to release that star, release what he has learned into the world. And I feel that that is what you need to do here, my darling Librans, that you have learnt so much, you have gained so much knowledge and wisdom, on your journey, that it is time for you to unleash that. Unleash your kinder self and unleash what it is that you have learnt here, my darling Librans, because I feel that you have a story to tell and people want to hear that story, if that makes sense. So, and I feel that you have been through some kind of dark night of the soul where you have been on this journey of learning about yourself, learning what makes you tick, learning what it is that you need along the way. But it is time now to unleash that to the world. Let it out, my darling Librans. I feel it is time for you, my darlings, to do that. Because then you've got the Strength card here. The Strength card isn't about physical or brute strength, my darling Librans. It is all about inner strength and taming the words that we talk, how we talk to ourselves, how we speak about ourselves, what is our inner dialogue, my darling Librans. And she has tamed her inner dialogue, her inner beast here. She has gained the strength over this inner beast here. And I feel this is you. This is what you need to do as well. Where it says unleash your kinder self, unleash the kinder self to yourself, my darling Librans. I said it at the beginning. Unleash your kinder self to yourself. Talk to yourself with kindness, my darling Librans. Don't allow any of that negative self-talk to take over. Tame those inner voices. Know that you are worthy. Know that you are good enough. Know that you have all the knowledge and wisdom that you need, my darling Librans, to put out into the world your greatness, is what I feel, my darling Librans. You can also see this infinity symbol here. That is the symbol of infinite possibilities, my darling Librans. You have infinite possibilities, I feel. So put it out there, get it out there, unleash your kinder self to yourself and the world, my darling Librans. So if I'm going to put it all together, I just feel, these big energies here. I feel like I'm buzzing with these energies, my darling Librans. But, you are blessed is what I feel. Your journey here has been blessed. Your journey to gain knowledge and wisdom has been blessed. I don't mean that that's been easy for you at all. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that you are blessed on this journey of self-discovery, knowledge and wisdom, but it is time now for you to come down the mountain and shine that inner light. Shine that inner light, release all that knowledge and wisdom that you have learnt, my darling Librans, into the world. And acknowledge how far you've come. Acknowledge how strong you are internally. Not externally, but internally, my darling Librans, because you are. You have tamed your inner beast. You've tamed that inner self-talk. You are ready to unleash your kinder self, my darling Librans, onto yourself and the world, which I'm loving. So yeah, pretty big energies this week for you, my darling Librans. So use them wisely is what I say. So if you are enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. So as I said, my last readings that I am going to be pulling back. I was going to shut the channel down altogether, but I had good feedback from everyone saying don't do that. So I will pull back. Just do monthly readings from now on, and let's see what happens from there. And if you know, things start to pick up again, then, you know, I might start doing more, but I just am really busy and need to pull back. So thank you for all your feedback. Let's get final messages for you. Forgiveness, yeah. Forgiveness of yourself, I think, is what's important here, my darling Librans, just with what else is on the table. So forgive yourself, whatever has happened, my darling Librans. Look for a sign, they say. Yep. Look for the signs, the synchronicities, the symbols. That is the Hierophant. So you are being blessed here, definitely. If you believe, ask, believe, receive. You will only get what you want, my darling Librans, if you believe you deserve it. So believe you deserve it and believe you have it already, my darling Librans. In the near future, they say, you got a yes, baby. Yes, you do. It's coming for you. I can feel it. Like I said, I was buzzing with this reading. Just the whole major arcana in this reading are all blessed forward movement, you know, wisdom, knowledge, strength, everything, my darling Librans, that you need to propel yourself forward. Love it for you. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Geminis. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to your reading for the week of February the 16th, 2026. So, my darling Geminis, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Moonology manifestation cards. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then finish off with angel answer cards. All right, my darling Geminis, what messages does Gemini need to know, please, for this week of the 16th of February 2026? What does Gemini need to know, please? Full moon in Libra. Know you are loved. Yes, my darling Geminis, you are loved, loved, loved. So this could be a week where you just feel the love, my darling Geminis. If you feel that, you know, you're just needing that bit of love. I mean, we've just come out of, well, it was Valentine's Day, not a couple of days ago. So hope you get loved. Hope you get some loving. Hope you got spoiled, my darling Geminis. But yeah, I feel around at the moment there is just that, you know, we're coming into Mercury retro, and your ruler is Mercury. We are coming into retro shadow for that, which will be this week, but the actual Mercury retrograde is on the 26th. So, you know, I just feel that there is that, you know, energy of, there is a lot of love type of energy around at the moment with the astrology and what's going on with Venus and Jupiter and all that kind of stuff. So you, my darling Geminis, feel the love, because know that you are loved. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that love you. Let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Geminis. What does Gemini need to know, please, for this week of February the 16th, 2026? Nine of Pentacles, love it. Six of Wands, beautiful. And the Strength card, yeah, love it. Love it, love it, love it. This is a beautiful reading for you this week, my darling Geminis. All right, so what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off with the beautiful Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is, you know, gratitude and luxuries and independent wealth and success, my darling Geminis, and feeling that you're in that energy of, you know, independent success and wealth, and that, you know, you got it all together, my darling Geminis, which I love to see for you. You know, this is I feel that the Nine of Pentacles is sort of the energy that everyone wants to get into. because she has 3 pentacles here and 6 over here. She is happy to give away these 3 here because she always has 6 for herself. So it's kind of like she's happy to give away this much of herself because she always keeps this for herself. So it's that feeling of being able to give because you always have, enough in your, for yourself. So I feel that, with this energy around you, that you're feeling that you're in that content type of energy where you're happy to give this much of yourself because you've still got a lot in your tank ready for you if you need it. That the energy around you is that you've got that enough to be able to give, as long as, you've got plenty for yourself, my darling Geminis. But I do feel this is more of you feeling happy and content and independently wealthy, that you have everything that you need, basically, my darling Geminis, which is a beautiful energy to be in, because then you've got the beautiful 6 of Wands, which is victory and success. It is you, my darling Gemini, being celebrated for, being you, and which I love. You can see here she's got victory wreath, and she's got another one underneath her crown here, and these people, they're celebrating her. How lucky. She's come back from war or wherever she's come back from her journey, and these people are she's come back successful. She's come back victorious, my darling Geminis. And I feel whatever is happening in your life at the moment, whatever, you're wanting to accomplish, you are going to be victorious. You are going to be celebrated. You are going to have success, my darling Geminis. And, it's very straightforward reading this week for you. I feel that, with that, you are loved card, that you're in that content energy of feeling in the place where you need to be financially, happy that, you are being celebrated, and, you're feeling successful with what you are accomplishing this week, my darling Gemini. So I'm loving that for you. This is a beautiful energy to be in this week, because then you've got the Strength card as well. So, this is Leo energy as well. So if you have Leo in your chart, I would definitely say go and watch the Leo reading. But this is all about, the Strength card isn't about brute strength, like physical strength. It is about inner strength. It is all about her taming her inner beast, taming her inner critic, taming the voices that are going on in her head that may have said to her at one stage, you're not good enough. You can't do this. Yes, you can, my darling Geminis, because here it is. You're doing it, sister. You are doing it, sister, Mr. Sister. Whatever gender you are, it does not matter, because you're doing it. And this is you. I feel you have tamed your inner critic. You have tamed your inner beast. The voices in your head, you have tamed those to know that you are worthy, that you are strong, my darling Geminis. You can see the infinity symbol above her head. That symbolizes infinite possibilities, and you have infinite possibilities this week, my darling Geminis. So I feel everything you touch this week will turn to gold, basically, is what I feel. But yeah, I'm loving this energy for you. So if I'm going to put it all together, and I probably already have, but I just feel this whole week is going to be the start of more forward momentum and forward energy movement for you, my darling Geminis, where you feel content with your life, where you feel that for maybe the first time in a long time that you've got it all together, that you feel just you have it. Just you are in the right position here of feeling happy, content, and independently wealthy and successful. You're going to feel people are celebrating you for all your achievements, for everything that you have done, my darling Geminis, for everything that you have accomplished. You will be celebrated, and you'll be strong. All through it, you have tamed those inner voices that may have said you weren't good enough, that you couldn't do this, but you have, my darling Geminis. And look at you go, because know you are loved. Know that you have everything you want and desire at your fingertips, my darling Geminis. This is such a beautiful reading for you. I'm loving this energy. So well done you, beautiful Geminis, because that is just a beautiful energy to be in. So if you're enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. So as I've been saying, I was thinking of shutting this channel down. I won't shut it down, but I will pull back. So I'm only going to start doing monthly readings as of March, and we'll see how they go and see, you know, if I'm not getting the views, then yeah, I'm probably am going to shut it down at some stage, but I'll just pull back for now and see how I go. But let us get final messages for you, my darling Geminis. Look for a sign, they say. Yes, look for the signs, the synchronicities, the symbols. Can't make this up. Here's your success. It's coming. It's showing up so many times here in this reading, my darling Geminis. Yeah, listen to your intuition, they say. If you feel you need guidance on anything, my darling Geminis, go within and listen to your intuition. Meditate, you know, go for a walk, do what you need to do to pull all that out. Wait, they say. You've got a yes. And look, that wait card may just be, you know, wait until you feel that the time is right for you. But just know that you're loved. Don't wait too long, because I feel that, you know, waiting too long, you know, you'll let the momentum pass. So I don't feel that you should be waiting too long, because you've got this yes here. And this yes is a big yes from the universe to keep moving forward, my darling Geminis. So I love to see this for you. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Leos. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to your reading for the week of February the 16th, 2026. So, my darling Leos, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Moonology manifestation cards. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then finish off with angel answer cards. All right, my darling Leos, what messages does Leo need to know, please, for the month, the week of February the 16th, 2026. What messages does Leo need to know? New moon in Sagittarius, focus on the positive. Yeah, I feel that's going to be the theme, I feel, of the middle of the month, really, is to, you know, trust that all will be well, focus on the positive, you know, be grateful, you know, focus on being in an attitude of gratitude, my darling Leos, because I feel that's what we need to do as we're coming into the middle of this month. And what is also coming in is we're going to be in Mercury retro shadow as of today, so the 16th. So we go full-blown retro on the 26th, so it is time, you know, to just be aware that we're going to start to get into those retro vibes. So it's going to be very important to, you know, focus on the positive, you know, trust that all will be well, you know, just be in that attitude of gratitude, I feel, my darling Leos. All right, let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Leos. What does Leo need to know, please, for this week of the 16th? King of Wands, Knight of Wands, oops, drop the cards, and the Ace of Wands. Wow, all fire, all your energy, my darling Leo. So yeah, love this. Wow, big energies coming in, big energies of forward movement for you, my darling Leos, is what I feel here. So what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off with the King of Wands, and he's your king. He is the king of fire. And what I feel, my darling Leos, in this reading here is this is you. This is how you need to enter into this reading as the King of Wands. You need to take bold, assertive action, get moving, get going. This is not a week to, sit on your hands. With this, as we're coming into this retro shadow, you need to get moving and finish or start something that you haven't started yet, that you wanted to get off the ground. You can see, he's got the Ace of Wands here. He's taking this horse by the reins and he's getting going. He's moving. He's in that, space of nothing can touch me. I know which way I'm going. I know what I'm doing. I'm confident and I'm ready. And I feel that that's the energy that you need to be in this week, my darling Leos, is to be ready for anything, to take charge, to take action, and to not care what anybody thinks, to not care what's going on around you, is to just do you. You do you, boo, is what I feel to tell you off the King of Wands. Then you've got the Knight of Wands, and you can see this one, he's moving even quicker. This is where you gain forward momentum. This is where you gain movement, my darling Leos, and that's what I feel. I feel like you're just galloping, like you're just starting off and then it's happening. You're off, my darling Leos. You're being encouraged here to, just get moving, get going. And the Knight of Wands is the true builder in the tarot. If it comes to a body of water and there's no bridge on it, he will build the bridge. So I feel like you need to be in that innovative type of energy where you just go, no, you're not going to allow obstacles to get in your way. That if you do come across an obstacle, you smash right through it. You see a block, you move through it. Any challenge that comes up in your, in your path, you get through it, my darling Leos. That's what I feel is the energy for you this week, is that forward momentum, that forward momentum and movement forward. Keep going, my darling Leos, is what I feel I need to tell you here. Because then you've got beautiful Ace of Wands. And this is out with the old, in with the new. This is, like I said, I felt the energy off the King of Wands that you needed to start something new. Whatever it is that you want to accomplish, I'd get going on it now. Because, like I said, there's going to be that retro, we're coming into the retro shadow, but we are coming into full-blown Mercury retrograde on the 26th. So start this now, my darling Leos. Get going, get moving. There is going to be some kind of passionate new beginning, and you're going to drive it, is what I feel. You're going to push forward, move forward, my darling Leos. Do not hold back. Do not look behind you. Look forward and move forward. This is a passionate new beginning. Like I said, out with the old, in with the new. This is not allowing anything to get in your way, my darling Leos. I feel like I'm full of energy and passion and drive, my darling Leos. And I feel that is the energy for you this week, this forward momentum, this, drive forward, this pushing forward, not taking no for an answer and just going for it, my darling Leos. So love this. So if I'm going to put it all together, and I probably already have, but like the energy for this week is definitely focus on the positive. Focus on you can do it. Don't take no for an answer, is what I feel in this reading here. You've got the King and the Knight of Wands. This is forward momentum, forward movement. You are being encouraged to be bold and assertive, like the King of Wands here. To not care what anybody thinks, to just get on your horse and move forward, like the Knight of Wands, taking the horse by the reins and galloping towards what it is that you want, my darling Leos. And the result of that will be this beautiful new beginning coming in for you. Is out with the old, leave behind what's not working for you, my darling Leos, is what I feel to tell you, and move forward, because some kind of spark of inspiration is coming in for you this week. And I feel it's based on you just moving forward with it. Run with it. Whatever that new idea is that's coming in for you, run with it, move forward. This is a passionate new beginning. I feel that you're going to be just so full of passion for whatever this is that it's going to be impossible for you to not move forward with this, my darling Leo. So yeah, loving this energy for you. Like, I'm feeling like jazzed. I'm feeling like there's just so much fire energy in this reading, because there is, my darling, because you've even got the new moon in Sagittarius, which is, again, fire. So yeah, there's a lot of your fire going off in this reading, my darling Leos. So if you're enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. You know, please like, share, comment, subscribe. As I said, I'm not going to be shutting the channel down, but I will be pulling back. So as of March, I'll only be doing monthly readings, just because, you know, I'm not getting the watch time, I'm not getting the views, and I just can't be doing so many of these readings. It does take a lot of my time. All right, let's see what final messages. Improving health. Yeah, I feel that's just going to be a byproduct of you moving forward. Yeah, you've got a showering with abundance here, my darling Leos. Yeah, what did I say? Be assertive. Can't make this up. When the angel cards say the same things, this is what's coming for you. It's definitely being assertive in this energy. Wait, they say, because you've got a yes. And look, that wait may be, you know, just wait for the passion to arise in you. You know, I don't feel that there is anything here that you need to wait for at all, my darling Leos. So I mean, the wait could just be, you know, wait until you can feel it, because you've got a yes here as well. So all signs point to yes. You definitely got the green light here, my darling Leos, to move forward. Love it for you. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Cancerians. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to your reading for the week of February the 16th, 2026. So, my darling Cancerians, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Moonology manifestation cards. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then finish off with angel answer cards. All right, my darling Cancerians, what messages does Cancer need to know, please, for this week of February the 16th, 2026? What does Cancer need to know? New moon in Capricorn. Step up and lead. Yeah, baby. Step up and lead, my darlings. So, my darling Cancerians, this could be a time for you to step up, lead. You know, we are coming into the year of the fire horse in the Chinese astrology, and I think that happens on the 17th. And that's all about forward movement and getting standing out, getting movement, going forward with momentum, my darling Cancerians. So you could be being encouraged here to just go for what you want, step up, get out there, do what you need to do, my darling Cancerians. We are also coming into Mercury retrograde as well. That will happen on the 26th, but we will be coming into retro shadow this week. So just keep that in mind. But I would be encouraging you to get moving. If there's something you want to start it now, my darling Cancerians. Step up and lead. You are being encouraged, my darling Capricorns. All right, I'm not Capricorns, Cancerians. I just looked at the new moon in Capricorn. Let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Cancerians. What messages does Cancer need to know for this week of the 16th? Queen of Pentacles, the Tower, and 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, love it. Okay. Alrighty, my darling Cancerian. So what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off here with the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles, I feel this is you. I feel that you need to embody the energy of the Queen of Pentacles this week, my darling Cancerians. She is the queen of resourcefulness. She has everything she needs. And I feel that that is the energy you need to embody this week, is that to know that you have everything you need, to know that you are sitting comfortably with all the resources, that you need, that you have, my darling Cancerians, that there is nothing that you need or that you can't get, if that makes sense, my darling Cancerians, in order to be able to move yourself forward. So I feel, and just with the Seven of Pentacles here as well, which is a card of contemplation, it's that, feeling of, not thinking that you may not think that you have everything you need, but I feel that you do. And with the tarot, this is not like, the tarot can't tell you what to do. It can just tell you what energy is around at the moment to be able to, use the energy, use it wisely. And, it's not a magic pill. It's not going to say this is what's going to happen. It is saying this is the energy that's around at the moment. Would you like to, go with this kind of energy? But I do feel it's important for you this week to feel in yourself, my darling Capricorn. I keep saying Capricorn, so Capricorn might be important for you this week. So maybe go and watch the Capricorn reading. I don't know why I keep saying Capricorn, but Cancerians, that it is important for you to feel that you have everything you need, that you are safe and secure, my darling Cancerians. That's what I feel of the Queen of Pentacles, because you've got the Tower here. So the Tower comes in when you have been getting signs and synchronicities for change, but maybe you've been ignoring that change, those signs and synchronicities, my darling Cancerians. Has there been something around you that you've needed to change, or that you want to change, but you haven't? With that step up and lead, I feel that something is going to come in and happen this week to force you to step up and lead, if that makes sense. Like, this is my card of jump or be pushed. You can see one person is falling, one person is jumping. It's a card of, if you do not make the change or the changes that you have been prompted to make, the universe will make them for you, my darling Cancerian. So I feel that this forced change is going to make you step up and lead. But if you do not, I feel that you're going to be at the mercy of whatever these changes are. So I would take the opportunity, my darling Cancerians, to take control of the situation rather than letting it take control of you, and step up and lead, my darling Cancerians, and make the changes you need to make before the universe makes them for you. And then you have the Seven of Pentacles. So as I said, this is a card of contemplation. She's looking at those pentacles and deciding, well, yeah, okay, I've grown these. Look how beautiful. Nah, bullshit. What do I do with them now? Where do I go next? What do I do? And I feel that, it's going to be important for you to know. It's going to be, sorry, I'm going to cough. It's going to be important for you to figure out whether what you're putting your energy into is worth it, my darling Cancerians. That's kind of what I feel, I need to tell you off the Seven of Pentacles, because with the Queen of Pentacles here, I feel that you have all the resources that you need. But it's now time to figure out, is what you have been doing with your life, with your purpose, with things like that, is it worth now keeping on going? Or do you need to change direction? Do you need to put your energy elsewhere? Do you need to take this pentacle and plant it somewhere else? My darling Cancerians, I feel that's what the message is of the Seven of Pentacles here. So if I'm going to put it all together, I just feel that you're embodying this energy of the Queen of Pentacles. You need to realize that you have all the resources, you have all the knowledge and wisdom and everything you need in order to step up and lead and decide which direction you want to go in next, my darling Cancerians. And I do feel that there's some kind of change coming in, and if you do not make the change, the universe will make it for you. So I feel that is, and I feel it's connected to the step up and lead. I feel if you do not, know that you've got all this energy here to take control and step up and lead, the universe will make the changes, so you will be forced to, if that makes sense, my darling Sagittarians, Cancerians. God, I'm not doing well with the names today, but I've been doing a lot of readings today, so forgive me. But this is Cancer reading. I am doing this for Cancerians, so yes. So if you are enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. As I've been saying, haven't been getting the love with this channel, and I was contemplating on shutting it down, but I'm not going to do that because I've got some great feedback. I am just going to slow it down and only pull back a bit and only do monthly readings for the moment. So thank you to everyone for your feedback, and let's get final messages. Helpful people, yes. If there are people, there are going to be people around you that are here to help you. Take advantage of that, my darling Cancerians. Let go and let it flow, but don't let it go to the fact so much so that you let the tower make the decision for you. Ask your angels. If you need guidance, ask your angels. That's what they're there for, my darling Cancerians. Not the right time, they say, and don't stop. Do not stop, my darling Cancerians. Even though it's saying not the right time, I feel what is not the right time for you is it's not the right time for you to stop. It's saying not the right time to stop. Don't stop, my darling Cancerians. You need to keep moving forward, keep going with momentum, and step up and lead whatever this new project is that's coming in for you. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Capricorns. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to your reading for the week of February the 16th, 2026. So, my darling Capricorns, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Moonology manifestation cards. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then we will finish off with angel answer cards. All right, my darling Capricorns, what messages does Capricorn need to know, please, for the week of February the 16th, 2026? What does Capricorn need to know, please? Full moon in Cancer. Let your fears dissolve. Yeah. I felt there's a lot of that energy of, going around this week of, there's been a lot of forward type of momentum type of energy. And, I feel even though we are coming into Mercury retro shadow this week, because there will be a Mercury retrograde on the 26th, that I feel that, we're just, there's just a lot of, good energy. And we're also coming into the Chinese New Year. I think it's on the 17th, the year of the fire horse as well. So there's going to be a lot of forward momentum and forward energy, forward movement type of energy, my darling Capricorns. So, you are being encouraged to, just go for it. Let your fears dissolve. Move forward, my darling Capricorns. So, yeah, I love that. All right, oops, got on my finger. Let us consult the tarot and see if I can stop throwing the cards around. What messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Capricorns. Oh dear. What messages does Capricorn need to know, please, for the week of the 16th? Ace of Pentacles, love it. Nine of Swords, there's your fear that you need to let dissolve. And the Five of Cups, yeah, okay. All right, my darling Capricorns, what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off here with the Ace of Pentacles. I love the Ace of Pentacles. This is, you know, the start of, or the opportunity. You're being given some kind of opportunity here, my darling Capricorns. But it is up to you to bring this into the physical realm. It is up to you to nurture, to decide that you want this opportunity, my darling Capricorns. You can see this garden. The garden on the Ace of Pentacles, you know, the garden represents something that needs to be nurtured and tended and watered and looked after. It is the same with this potential, because that's all this is. This opportunity is potential, but it is up to you to bring this potential opportunity into the physical realm by nurturing it, by, you know, tending it, by, you know, looking into how you can make this happen. You know, it's the same with this opportunity. It's you've really got to want it, my darling Capricorns, if that makes sense. Like, it's not just going to miraculously come into your life and going to be handed to you. All this is potential until you make it real, my darling Capricorns. So just keep that in mind. Now, you've got the Nine of Swords here, so I feel that there is a little bit of anxiety and worry, sleepless nights around for you, my darling Capricorns. I feel that, you know, you've got the Five of Cups here as well. So I feel that there may have been some disappointments coming, you know, that's happened for you. You need to get out of this energy. You know, this, whatever this is where they say fear is just false evidence appearing real. It is not real. Fear only has power if you give it power. Fear only has power if you believe in it. Let it go, my darling Capricorns. You need to let this energy go of the Nine of Swords, where this worry, the sleepless nights, the anxiety, it is not serving you. Let it go. It is also blocking you, I feel, from receiving that Ace of Pentacles. So let it go, my darling Capricorns. Because like I said, then you've got the Five of Cups. And like the Five of Cups is all about, you know, disappointments and, you know, wallowing actually in disappointments, crying over spilt milk, so to speak, my darling Capricorns. You can see here, she's focused on these three cups here. These three cups are what hasn't worked out. These three cups, maybe she's tried something 3 times and it hasn't worked out. But what she can't see is behind her there are 2 stand-up full cups. There are 2 more opportunities here. There are 2 more potential opportunities here. If she just looked behind her, she would see them. But she's too focused on what hasn't worked out. And I feel that that's what's happening here, is that you're fearful of doing something or taking the plunge again or believing in something again because it hasn't worked out for you before. Get out of that energy. You know, things don't work out because it could have been divine timing. It might not have been the right timing for you. It may have been not the right opportunity for you. What if one of these is the right opportunity for you, my darling Capricorns? You know, this whole card here is to get yourself into an attitude of gratitude. Be grateful that these didn't work out because they weren't for you. Be grateful that, you know, you have these other two opportunities here, my darling Capricorns. So you need to really get out of this wallowing type of grief energy of, oh, woe is me, it hasn't worked out, things are never going to work out. You need to release that, my darling Capricorns, because it's not serving you. So if I'm going to put it all together, I just feel with this let your fears dissolve, something has happened here. There's been some things that you've been working on, and you've been working on them hard. You put your heart, your soul into whatever these were. They haven't worked out, but that's okay because they weren't meant to. You've still got 2 cups here ready to work out, my darling Capricorns, and they will work out because you've got the Ace of Pentacles here. So one of these opportunities is the one for you, but you need to tend it, water it, bring it into the physical realm, make it real. Release this anxiety and worry because this is what's blocking you from receiving this. Get out of this energy, my darling Capricorns. Release the fear because, as I said, it is just false evidence appearing real. It only has power if you give it power. So let your fears dissolve, my darling Capricorns, so you can receive this beautiful new opportunity that is coming in for you. So if you're enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. You know, I've been saying that I'm going to shut the channel down, and I'm not. I'm actually just going to pull it back. I'm going to just do monthly readings from March onwards, just because I'm just not getting the watch time. I'm not getting the views. And yeah, I really need to sort of put my energy into other things. Even though I'm still love doing these, and I still will, but just not as many. So let's get final messages for you. Be assertive, they say. Yes, take the action. Release the fear and take the action. If you believe, yes, ask, believe, receive. If you do not believe this is possible for you, you will not get it, my darling Capricorns. Can't make this up. Here's your golden opportunity. This is your Ace of Pentacles coming in again for you, my darling Capricorns. This is telling you it's coming, but you have to take it. Wait, they say, because you've got a yes. And look, that wait could just be wait until your mind is clear. But clear your mind, my darling Capricorns. That's what I feel that wait is all about, is to, you know, wait until you've got the right mindset to take the action, to be assertive. But I feel, well, you've got a yes here, so get rid of that. These fears, whatever it is that's holding you back, my darling Capricorns, because good things are coming. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Taurus. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to your reading for the week of February the 16th, 2026. So, my darling Taurus, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Moonology, manifestation cards. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then we will finish off with angel answer cards. All right, my darling Taurus, what messages does Taurus need to know, please, for this week of the 16th of February 2026? What does Taurus need to know? New moon in Scorpio, go deeper. So, my darling Taurus, you are being encouraged here to, you know, go deeper, find out more about some goal, wish, or dream that you are, you know, maybe going for. You know, we are coming into a Mercury retrograde on the 26th of February, but we will be entering into that Mercury retro shadow this week. So I feel that anything that you want to, you know, research, you know, look into and maybe start, do it now. You know, don't do it towards the end of the month, do it now. If you need to find out anything about, you know, a goal, wish, dream, person, place, thing, whatever it is, do it now. Go deeper, my darling Taurus. All right, let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Taurus. What messages does Taurus need to know for this week of February the 16th, 2025, 2026? I'm still going to say 2025, I'm sure, but no, we are in 2026. Nine of Pentacles, the Emperor, and Wands. Yeah, love it. Love, love. All right, my darling Taurus. So what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off here with the Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles this is pre-Empress energy, my darling Taurus. And this is an energy of, gratitude, gratitude and luxuries, and, that independent wealth and success, my darling Taurus. So I love to see this for you. You can see here, she has 6 pentacles over here and 3 here. She is happy to give away these 3 pentacles because she always has 6 for herself. So it's a card of, just knowing that you're comfortable in your own success, in your own wealth, in your own, just your own environment, my darling Taurus. It's that energy of being content and being satisfied with what you have, and just knowing that that everything is provided to you and for you. And it's just that beautiful, like I said, energy of gratitude and luxuries, basically. But it's also a card of focus. I can see how she's focused on this bird here. So I feel that there is something that you need to be focused on, my darling Taurus, whether, it's an end goal, whether it's, keeping your eye on the prize, whatever this is, my darling Taurus, I feel that focus for you would be important this week. Because then you've got the Emperor card. Now, this is Aries energy. So if you have Aries in your chart at all, I would encourage you to go and watch the Aries reading. But the Emperor is all about, controlling your situation, controlling your environment, controlling the outcome, my darling Taurus. And I feel that that's what you need to do. I feel that you need to embody this energy of the Emperor, that just taking control of the direction in which your life is going. You can see here, he holds the world in his hands. This is his world, and he's controlling it. And he is, going to be ready at a moment's notice to take action. He sits on his throne, surveying everything that he has, in his world, and he controls that environment. So he does not want to allow outside forces, outside, influences to control his environment. He controls his environment. And I feel that's important for you this week, is to maintain control, because we are coming into that Mercury retro shadow period. I feel that it's important for you to take control in which direction that you want to go, my darling Taurus, to not allow life just to run whichever way it wants to go. Take control is what I feel to tell you, my darling Taurus. And then you've got the Nine of Wands here. So the Nine of Wands is a card of perseverance and keeping on going and, giving it one last shot, my darling Taurus. So you may have felt that you have been pushing and going towards something, and nothing is coming. Nothing is working out for you. As that new moon in Scorpio card says, go deeper. Keep going. Keep pushing forward. Keep moving forward. Take control of your environment. Take control of what you can control, my darling Taurus. There's nothing worse than trying to control someone else or someone else's outcome, or the outcome of something that you can't control. What we can control is, our thoughts, our actions, our, how we think about things. my darling Taurus. They're all things we can control, and that would and how we respond and react to certain situations. And I would be encouraging you to not give up, to keep pushing forward, to keep going. I mean, the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior in the tarot, and it's the depiction is that he's tried something 8 times and he's going to give it one last shot. Give it one last shot, my darling Taurus. Do not give up 5 minutes before the miracle happens, is what I feel I need to tell you here. So if I'm going to put it all together, I just feel that there's something that you're trying to move forward with and get off the ground here. Keep going is what I feel I need to tell you here. Keep moving forward. Control what you can control. Go deeper if you need to. I feel that there's something that maybe you're missing here because you just haven't explored it far enough, is what I feel. And what's waiting for you is this Nine of Pentacles. I feel that this is on the other side, this gratitude, luxuries. This is what is waiting for you. But I do feel that there's something that you need to focus on, not to be too scattered. Focus on the direction that you want to go, control that, and keep going. My darling Taurus, that is what I feel is happening for you this week. So if you're enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. I've been saying that I was going to shut this channel down, but I'm not going to shut it down altogether. I've decided I am going to just pull back and only do monthly readings from now on, just because there's just so much, it takes so much of my time, and I'm not getting the watch time and the views, unfortunately, but I am going to keep it going. So I appreciate everyone's comments and everything as well, so thank you. All right, final messages. Here it comes. Abundance. Exactly what I feel. That's the Nine of Pentacles. And I feel that this is coming for you, but you need to keep going. Yeah, what did I just say? It's up to you. It is definitely up to you, my darling Taurus, to keep moving forward, to keep going and take control. No need to worry, they say. No, there is no need to worry. Worry is needless. Do not worry. Not the right time, they say, because there's something better. Yeah, I feel that is what I was saying to you, is that what you've been working on, there is something better coming. It's not the right time for this other thing. Like I said, you've been scattered with your energy. And I feel you need to focus on what it actually is that you want. So it's not the right time for this other thing, but because there's something better. So focus on that. Go deeper and get this done. Keep moving forward, my darling Taurus. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Virgos. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to your reading for the week of February the 16th, 2026. So, my darling Virgos, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Moonology manifestation cards. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then we will finish off with angel answer cards. All right, my darling Virgos, what messages does Virgo need to know, please, for the week of February the 16th? What does Virgo need to know? Full moon in Libra. Find a balance. Yeah, I feel that is quite important around this time, my darling Virgos, is to find balance in what we're doing. I'm a Virgo, and sometimes I feel that I'm out of balance, that I'm putting too much into work, or I'm putting too much into, family or home, or, a relationship or something like that. And things then, can get out of balance. And even with what I'm doing here is I feel that sometimes I'm giving too much here, which is why I am going to pull back a little. But I do need to find that balance, that happy balance between, work, play, family, home, all that kind of stuff. And, when you do have a home, a family, a full-time job and a little side hustle like this, it can be hard to balance your energies and make sure that, you're not giving too much to one thing and draining on the other side, and, all that kind of stuff. So, my darling Virgos, I feel, because we are also coming into Mercury retro, which is Mercury is our ruler, and it does affect us a little bit more. So Mercury retrograde is happening on the 26th, but we will be coming into Mercury retro shadow this week. So just keep that in mind, that, things may need a little bit more balance in our life. But let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Virgos. What messages does Virgo need to know, please, for this week? Two of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, love it, and the Seven of Cups. Yeah. All right, my darling Virgos. So what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So we start off here with the Two of Swords. I mean, the Two of Swords came up a lot in the readings last week, and so there was a lot of, having to decide which way we're going, and were we going this way or that way. And it seems like this week is no different, my darling Virgos. So, as I said, the Two of Swords is a card of, making a choice, making a decision, like where are we going from here? Are we going to choose this path or that path? But there aren't just two choices we can make, my darling Virgos. There are many. And, we can sometimes get caught up in, only thinking this or that type of energy, where this is, we have endless choices as to what we want to do. But at the end of the day, we need to make the choice. And we've got this card of making choices and the Seven of Cups being spoilt for choice. So, yeah, this is going to be, I feel, that with that find a balance card, I feel that is where we need to find balance, in not overcommitting maybe to what we're going to do, if that makes sense. That's sort of what I'm feeling with this, energy that's around at the moment, my darling Virgos. But you can see here she's got a blindfold on. Blindfolds in the tarot represent needing to trust your intuition. Excuse me, I'm going to cough. Excuse me. So I feel that it would probably benefit us this week to be a bit more of like going within and needing, working on trusting our intuition and really listening to our inner guidance, my darling Virgos, when it comes to making choices or decisions here. So, yeah, that's sort of just what I'm feeling off this card. But also, there aren't just two choices, is what I feel this card is telling us, my darling Virgos. So then you've got the Ace of Pentacles. So there is some opportunity coming in this week. And I feel that it will be the result of what choice or a decision that we make this week, my darling Virgo. So love to see that. So, but that is all the Ace of Pentacles is. It is just potential. Yes, it is just potential. It is something that is, offered to us, or there is an opportunity that could be coming in for us, but it's up to us to take the opportunity and to, nurture it. It's like this garden. Why there's a garden on the Ace of Pentacles is because that represents, a garden is something that you need to tend, water, nurture, look after, weed. Just make sure that it is tended to. So this opportunity is the same thing. We need to make sure that it's not just left as potential. We need to bring it into the physical realm and look after it, tend it, nurture it, bring it to life, basically, is what I feel, my darling Virgos. Like, we need to work out how we are going to bring this into being, is what I feel off this beautiful Ace of Pentacles here. But this is just potential. It's a potential opportunity that we need to recognize and act on, my darling Virgos. And here we are again, sport for choice, with the Seven of Cups. So they call this card the Dream Maker's Torment because you can see him looking up into all those cups there and wondering, which cup am I going to choose? Which cup will I bring down to the physical realm? What opportunity here will I bring into the physical realm and nurture and tend and, learn more about and allow to grow? So we've got, I love it when all the cards come together because it's basically the same thing that all these cards are saying is choose an opportunity. There is an opportunity coming. Choose it, bring it into the physical realm and make it real, is what I feel to tell you, my darling Virgos. You can see all these choices here. There are good things and bad things in these cups, but one of these things is this Ace of Pentacles. And one of these things is what we need to bring into the physical realm and make it real, my darling Virgos. So, yeah, we've got cards of choices and decisions to make and opportunities here. So, if I'm going to put it all together, I do just feel that we're being encouraged here with the Two of Swords to make the choice. There's opportunities coming in around us. What will we choose? But all these opportunities will just remain potential opportunities until we bring them into the physical realm. So we have to. I feel that we are being encouraged to find a balance between, what we want and what we have, if that makes sense, my darling Virgos. So, yeah, pretty straightforward reading, I feel. We just need to decide what opportunity we want and go with it. Bring it into the physical realm and make it real, my darling Virgos. So if you are enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. I would love it if you could please like, share, comment, subscribe. I am going to be pulling back. As I said, I'm going to be only doing monthly readings as of March. And just because I'm not getting the love and the watch time and all that kind of stuff. And if it starts to pick up, then I might start to do weeklies again. But yeah, I'm just finding that I need to find a balance in my life and, yeah, not to do so many of these, but still not going to quit. I'm just going to pull back. So let's get final messages for you. You can't make this up. Big happy changes, my darling Virgos. They're coming. And they're going to come as a result of us choosing the decision and bringing it down. Recovery. Yeah, look, this is part of the balance. We may need to, look after ourselves, which is what we're going to be doing, which is what I'm going to be doing, is looking after myself and pulling back. If you need guidance, ask your angels, my darling Virgos. That is what they are there for. Use them. Within the next few weeks, they say, you've got a yes. And it's a big yes with an exclamation point. And I love this for you. And I feel since I have made the decision the decision to pull back on what I'm doing, everything seems to be, moving in a much better direction. I feel a lot, freer, happier, and I feel that there's been a big weight lifted off my shoulders, and I feel that you doing the same will, also help you, my darling Virgos. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Sagittarians. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to your reading for the week of February the 16th, 2026. So, my darling Sagittarians, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Moonology manifestation cards. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then finish off with angel answer cards. All right, my darling Sagittarians, what messages does Sagittarius need to know, please, for this week of the 16th? Last quarter moon in Pisces. Talk less, feel more. Yeah. Mm. So, my darling Sagittarians, this could be a good week for you to maybe, yes, talk less, feel more, but maybe listen more as well. What's going on around you? Listen to the people around you. What are they trying to say? Are they trying to communicate with you in some different way? If you're usually the person who, talks all the time and, that says this, me, I, all that kind of stuff, maybe it's time for, you to just listen and, as this card says, talk less, feel more. What what are you feeling about what's being said, my darling Sagittarians? So keep that in mind. Let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Sagittarians. What does Sagittarius need to know, please, for this week of the 16th of February? What does Sagittarius need to know? Chariot, King of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. In a bit. All right, so what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off here with the Chariot. The Chariot is a card of forward momentum, forward movement, and this has been a theme. The readings that I've done so far, that's the theme. Forward movement, things moving forward. And we are coming into a Mercury retrograde on the 26th, and the shadow period will start probably this week. So I would be encouraging you, my darling Sagittarians, for any kind of project or something that you want to get off the ground, move forward, get it going. The Chariot is a card of success and moving forward. It's also a card of as above, so below. In the traditional tarot, it has stars on his canopy and moons on their shoulders. It means that they're in touch with the heavens and the earth. And these sphinxes here, there is no reins on this Chariot at all. It is driven by the universe. It is guided by the universe. So it's a very, intuitive, card of for forward momentum, forward movement, being guided by the universe, my darling Sagittarians. And I feel that you really need to trust that feeling of, I'm going to go in this direction, if that makes sense. So, with that talk less, feel more card, I feel the feel more is, really going within and trusting, which way are you being guided here at this time, my darling Sagittarians. Only you will know if this is right for you. Only you will know if this is the right direction for you. But I do feel that you need to trust the signs, trust the synchronicities, trust that you are being led in the right direction, my darling Sagittarians. Because then you've got the King of Swords here. And I feel that this is the energy that you need to embody here, this King of Swords. Now, he is like the king of air. So, it could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius that you could be dealing with here. But I more feel that this is you embodying this energy of the King of Swords, which is, this is knowledge and wisdom. He has gained all the knowledge and wisdom that he needs here. He's just sitting, you can see his face here. He's sitting on this throne. He holds the Ace of Swords, which is the Ace of Truth, which is like, talk less. Even though you are being encouraged to speak your truth, speak less, only speak your truth, is what I feel off this card, my darling Sagittarians. But you can see he's a very nonchalant, sitting on there. He knows what he knows. He has all the knowledge and wisdom that he needs. And I feel you do have all the knowledge and wisdom that you need to move forward with that Chariot card. Forward movement, keep going. You've got it, my darling Sagittarians. because then you've got the Seven of Pentacles here too. And I feel that this is a contemplative energy. So I feel that this is what you're, this is what you're thinking about. This is what you're wondering, is this worth it? Is what I am doing worth it? Is the way that I am, is the project, or is this goal, wish, or dream that I'm working towards, is the energy that I'm putting into it worth it? Are you getting what you need out of it, my darling Sagittarians? Only you can decide that. As one of my favorite tarot readers, Minnow Pond, Chris Rex, says, he calls this card, is the juice worth the squeeze? So is what you are getting out of putting your energy into something, is what you're getting back what you want, what you need, my darling Sagittarians? Like I said, only you can decide that. And I feel that that's what this is sort of saying to you in this reading, is that you've put your energy into something with that talk less, feel more. You put your energy into something, instead of talk, maybe just stand back for a second, contemplate, ask yourself, is what you have put into this worth it? Are you getting back what you need from whatever this goal, wish, or dream is, my darling Sagittarians? Is what you're putting in, are you getting back the energy? Because that's what, that's the flow of energy. What we give out comes back to us. But if we're constantly putting energy into something and not getting anything back, then we have to ask ourselves, is it worth it, my darling Sagittarians? So what I feel here, as I'm going to put it all together, is that, I feel you're asking yourself that question. You feel you've done all you can do with something, is what I feel here. And now you need to make the decision as to, well, you've gained all the knowledge and wisdom that you need from here. Now it's time to put it into something else and move forward, is what I feel. And I feel there's going to be some kind of new direction for you. But you're going to be guided by the universe here. That, I just feel that you're wondering, is what you're doing, are you on the right path? What I feel to tell you is only you're going to be able to know that. Feel. Talk less and feel more. Go within, ask yourself, is it working for you? Are you getting out of it what you put into it, my darling Sagittarians? And that's, I feel, only you can answer that. But you have got all the knowledge and wisdom that you need to move forward, to move in the direction that you want to go, my darling Sagittarians. So yeah, love it. I feel it, whatever direction you're going to go is going to take off for sure. Oh, dropped the card. So if you're enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. Like I've been saying, I am going to pull back on this channel. This is kind of like that contemplative energy. Is what I've been putting in to these readings, am I getting out? Am I getting the energy back? No. So I am pulling back. I will start to only do monthly readings as of March, just because, I do put a lot into them, and I appreciate everyone that's given me feedback and things like that. But yeah, it's just not enough for me at the moment. So if things pick up, then I might start to do it again. Or if I get more time. All right, let's get final messages. Meditation brings answers. Yes, contemplate. That's what that Seven of Pentacles is. That's what I feel this is saying to you. Helpful people. There could be helpful people around you. So, if you need guidance, ask. Yeah, let go. Let go and let it flow, my darling Sagittarians. What they say is to let go to receive. So sometimes, with that Seven of Pentacles, sometimes you need to let go of what you've been doing, which is what I'm doing. Let go in order to allow space for something new to come in the near future, they say. Yeah, you're choosing your direction. And I feel that that's what the Chariot is saying. This is going to push you, I believe, my darling Sagittarians, in a new direction. And I feel it's going to be a very successful time. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Scorpios. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to your reading for the week of February the 16th, 2026. So, my darling Scorpios, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Moonology manifestation cards. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then we will finish off with angel answer cards. All right, my darling Scorpios, what messages does Scorpio need to know, please, for this week of February the 16th, 2026? What does Scorpio need to know, please? What does Scorpio know? First quarter moon in Aquarius. Trust the universe. Yeah, love it. Beautiful energy. Beautiful energy to come into this week with my darling Scorpios is to trust the universe. And I feel we all need to trust the universe. Just trust the path that we're on. Trust that we're being, divinely guided and, moved in the direction that is best for us, I feel. I think if we all just, and I don't mean just sit back and allow things to happen, but sit back and just trust that the actions that we're being guided to take and the actions that we're being, pushed to, in the direction we're being pushed to go in, is the right one for us, is what we're being divinely guided to do, and to trust that it is the right way for us, my darling Scorpios. So you're being encouraged this week to trust the universe. So let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Scorpios. What does Scorpio need to know for this week of the 16th? Ace of Wands, yeah, love it. 10 of Wands and the Tower. So Cancer just had the Tower as well, so there's clearly a little bit of Tower energy going on. But I feel this is more for you, what's happening in the world, not necessarily you. That's why I feel this trust the universe card is here, because I feel that you just need to trust as to why this is happening. So yeah, love it. All right, my darling Scorpios, what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off with a beautiful Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands is the energy of out with the old, in with the new. It's, that ace of, that spark of inspiration that comes in when you're feeling that you just need something, where you almost say to the universe, what is it that I need? Give me a sign. Bang. And what happens? The Ace of Wands appears. This is, like I said, your spark of inspiration. Something, it could be an idea. It could be, you overhear something. It could be that you're watching a movie or watching a TV show, and there's an idea that happens in that gives you a brilliant idea. This is you're being handed a passionate new beginning, my darling Scorpios. Do not waste it. Run with it. This is coming in for you. I love this for you. So like I said, it's out with the old, in with the new. It's whatever has not been working in your life is going to crumble and fade away, allowing this beautiful new beginning, this passionate new beginning to come in for you, my darling Scorpio. So look out for that. And then you've got the 10 of Wands. So 10s in the tarot are completions, and this 10 of Wands is coming in to say you're done. You are nearly there to bring home your harvest, my darling Scorpios. In the traditional tarot, the guy who's got these wands, they're all in front of his face, and it's like he is, holding them, pushing forward still with them. He's nearly home, but they're all in his face. And it's like their burdens for him. But he's nearly home to put down those burdens, my darling Scorpios. And I feel for you that, you're no longer carrying these like they're burdens, that you are carrying them like they are accomplishments and achievements. And you've got one here, which is that Ace of Wands, which is already here in your hand there. So I feel for you that this last wand here is your Ace of Wands. This is where you're nearly there, my darling Scorpios. It is nearly time for you to put these other burdens down, because here comes your Ace of Wands. This is that spark of inspiration. This is that passionate new beginning that is waiting for you, my darling Scorpio. So I love this. I love it when the Ace of Wands and this Ten of Wands comes out, because it just tells the story so beautifully. So there it is. You can't make that up, my darling Scorpios. And then you've got the Tower. As I said, I feel like this Tower is some kind of global Tower moment that may happen in the world. I'm not getting that it's going to adversely affect just you, if that makes sense. I feel that it's coming in to bring positive change, or it's going to be like, whatever this is going to bring about the positivity for you. I feel this is a very positive Tower. I'm not feeling bad about this Tower at all, my darling Scorpios. I feel that this is a necessary Tower to clear out the clutter. If you are in doubt, though, you are being encouraged to trust the universe, my darling Scorpios, to trust that what is happening is divinely guided, to trust that the changes that are coming in are divinely guided and are coming in for your highest good, if that makes sense, my darling Scorpios. So if I'm going to put it all together, I feel that this is just a powerful reading for you. With this trust the universe, I feel that this whole reading is divinely guided and orchestrated. Like I said, Ten of Wands, you are nearly there, ready to put your burdens down. You hold the Ace of Wands here. It's coming twice for you, my darling Scorpios. There is some passionate new beginning coming in for you. There's some kind of out with the old, in with the new. Something is going to happen, and it's going to push out this old energy, ready for you to have this beautiful, passionate new beginning that's coming for you. But I feel it's important for you to make sure that you trust the universe. Whatever happens this week, trust that it's divinely guided for you, my darling Scorpios. So if you're enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. As I've been saying that I've been going to shut this channel down, I won't. I will just pull back. So I am going to start, as of March, just doing monthly readings, still for all 12 signs, but yeah, I'll just be doing monthly. So I appreciate everyone's feedback, so thank you. But if nobody's watching still, till probably to the end of the year, then I will shut it down, because it is still a lot of work, and yeah, it's just not good if I'm not getting the views, so no point. All right. Final messages for you. Yeah, listen to your intuition, my darling Scorpios. You're being encouraged to do that. Yeah, the situation will improve. I can only see good things coming for you this week. Can't make this up. Here's your success. This is the Ace of Wands coming in for you, my darling Scorpios. This is your Ace of Wands. Don't let it go. Look out for it. Go with it. Wait, they say. There's something better. Yeah, and I feel that too. I feel that wait card comes in to say to you, just wait. When this Tower comes in, just wait, because there's something better. Don't react, respond, my darling Scorpio. So yeah, whatever this is for you, there is definitely something better coming, because you've got the aces, the Ace of Wands, and it's showing up here twice for me, what I can see anyway as a reader. So trust the universe, my darling Scorpios. It's all coming in for you. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Aries. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to your reading for the week of February the 16th, 2026. So, my darling Aries, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Moonology manifestation cards. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here and then finish off with angel answer cards. All right, my darling Aries, what messages does Aries need to know, please, for the week of February the 16th, 2026. What does Aries need to know? New moon in Virgo. Trust all will be well. Yeah, I think that's really important for, just any of this time, this manifestation time. We are coming into Mercury retro shadow, so just be aware that that is around at the moment. Mercury retro hits on the 26th of February, so all the rules apply. This is not our first rodeo. We know what happens here. That everything is a reinvention, relook, reevaluate. Reevaluate. All the words. But this one, trust all will be well, is important because this is part of the law of attraction. We want to act as if. We want to just know that we know that everything is going to work out in our favor. So, my darling Aries, that is your overarching energy for this week, is to trust that all will be well. All right, let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you. What does Aries need to know, please, for this week of the 16th? Ace of Cups, love it. 8 of Swords. And the 10 of Swords, yeah. This is where you need to trust that all will be well, my darling Aries, because I feel that you're getting yourself into a bit of a tiz about something. Anyway, so what I'll do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off with the beautiful Ace of Cups. This is your cup of joy, my darling Aries. This, is your cup of running over, my darling Aries, of joy, of happiness, of, everything that you could want and desire in your life, my darling Aries. So, yeah, I'm loving this for you. And, this is also, it's refillable. I feel that there's some kind of gift from the universe going to come in for you this week, my darling Aries, for you, that someone, even though you've got that energy here of the 10 of Swords and the 8 of Swords, which is feeling stabbed in the back, which is worry, needless. Well, it's not needless worry. It's actually, self-imposed restriction. It's that feeling that there's a heaviness, there's a weight around you, my darling Aries. But this is going to come in. This is what you will block if you cannot release that self-imposed restriction, that energy that's around you. This is what is on the other side, my darling Aries, of that, needless worry, that, thinking that things aren't going to work out, which I feel is what is in line with that new moon in Virgo, that trust all will be well. You need to trust that that energy that is around you is temporary. You need to trust that good things are available to you, that good things are coming for you, my darling Aries. This is a gift of love. Someone's coming in with this gift, whether it's a person, place, or thing, is coming in to give you this boost, my darling Aries. But you need to be able to be open to receive this wonderful gift that is coming. Because you've got the 8 of Swords here, and this is what I was saying about self-imposed restriction, my darling Aries. The 8 of Swords is, you can see she's got a blindfold here, and these bindings are very loose. She could easily take that blindfold off and step out of those bindings and away from those swords and into this water here, which I like to call the flow of life, but she's so wrapped up in her head at the moment that she can't see the wood for the trees type of energy. And it's a heaviness is what I feel like. I feel heavy going into this reading, which, you know, you can release that energy. You just need to, you know, start with one positive thought, just one. I woke up this morning. One. Be grateful for that. I'm grateful that I woke up this morning. I'm grateful that I had a bed to sleep in. I'm grateful that I have food in my fridge. I'm grateful that I have a roof over my head. You know, things like that. Once you start being grateful for one little thing, you will find more to be grateful for, my darling Aries. And I feel that's important for you. You know, she's also got a blindfold on. Blindfolds in the tarot represent needing to trust your intuition. So I feel that that's going to be important for you also at this time, my darling Aries. And then you have the Ten of Swords here. So this is a kind of feeling of, you know, being stabbed in the back, as you can see. But also tens in the tarot are completions. So something is dead, done, over with, my darling Aries. Put it behind you. It is over. It is done. Yes, it may have been painful. No doubt about that. And I'm sorry for that if there was a painful ending or something like that that's happened for you. But release it. Let it go. It's gone. Over. You do not have to revisit it anymore, my darling Aries. Let it go. Take the lessons and the love from whatever this situation was and move forward. Let it go. Release yourself from that self-imposed restriction, my darling Aries, because if you don't, it's keeping you stuck. And we don't want to stay stuck, my darling Aries. So, yeah, move on from that is what I feel. So if I'm going to put it all together, I just feel that, yeah, definitely there is something that is dead, done, over with. You know, let it go, release it. Yes, it may have been painful, but like I said, take the lessons and the love and move forward. Realize that whatever this was happened for a reason. Trust that all will be well. Trust that this all worked out for your highest good, my darling Aries. And, you know, get yourself out of the woe is me. Get yourself out of this self-imposed restriction. These are all your lessons here. What is, you know, that's what I feel off here, my darling Aries, is these are all your lessons here. Okay, you've learnt them. Take the lessons and the love. Take the blindfold off. Remove these bindings and step into the flow. Release yourself from this self-imposed restriction, my darling Aries, and open yourself up to receive what is coming. You have a beautiful gift from the universe coming in for you, my darling Aries. Be open to receive this gift, because if you stay stuck in this energy, you will block this from coming to you. And I feel it's important for you to trust that all will be well, my darling Aries. So yeah, some big energy, some bit of heavy energy, I feel, but I feel by the end of this week that you'll have released that energy, my darling Aries. So if you're enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. You know, I've said it a few times now, and I've decided I am going to only do monthly readings. So from March, once I do the March readings, I'll just be going monthly from then on, because yeah, unfortunately, I'm just not getting the views. I'm not getting the watch time. And, you know, so I do need to pull back, but I'm still going to do it. And, you know, because I do appreciate each and every one of you that have commented and liked and told me that you want me to stay here. So I appreciate that. So I will stay here, but just on a smaller scale. All right, let's get final messages for you, my darling Aries. Yeah, helpful people. You know, trust that there are people around you. If you need advice, ask for advice. If you need to lean on people, they're around you at this time. And you've got beautiful abundance around you, but you will not be able to receive this, as I said, with that Ace of Cups, if you can't release that self-imposed restriction. Yeah. And you've got success, my darling Aries. This is, you know, I want you to focus on these positive messages that are coming through. Do not focus on the swords cards that are on the table, because that's temporary energy. Perfect timing, they say. Yeah, and you got a yes. Amazing energies coming in for you this week, my darling Aries. I feel that You know, you just need, I feel the mantra of your week this week should be trust that all will be well, because it will be. All I can see is beautiful energy coming in for you, my darling Aries. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Pisces. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to your reading for the week of February the 16th, 2026. If it is your birthday this week, my darling Pisces, a big happy birthday from me to you. Let us jump right into your reading. We're going to start off with an overarching energy using the Moonology manifestation cards. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then finish off with angel answer cards. All right, my darling Pisces, what messages does Pisces need to know, please? What does Pisces need to know for this week, February the 16th? New moon in Cancer. Relax. Relax. Stop doing it. Relax. Stop doing it. Sorry. It was my Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Not really. So, new moon in Cancer. Relax, my darling Pisces. You are being encouraged this week just to pull back and relax and chill, is what I feel off this card for you. Now, we are coming into Mercury retro shadow this week, so just be aware of that. Things might start to slow down a little bit, but use that time to rest, relax, recover, because you are being encouraged to relax this week, my darling Pisces. Doesn't go retro until the 26th, but we will be coming into that sort of shadow period. So if you can find time to relax, would be a good time for you, my darling Pisces. Let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Pisces. What does Pisces need to know, please, for this week of the 16th? Chariot. Well, there's your forward movements. I don't know whether you're going to get too much time to relax. And the beautiful 10 of Cups. Love it. And the 9 of Cups. Wow. 9 and 10. You saw me shuffle those. So, wow. Amazing reading for you, my darling Pisces. So what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off here with a beautiful Chariot card. Now, this is forward movement. This is where there's a will, there's a way. This is victory and success. This is striving forward with forward momentum, my darling Pisces, towards your victory and success. Love this for you. This is beautiful energy. It is divinely guided energy. The 2 sphinxes on this card here, there's no reins on this Chariot. They are divinely guided by the universe. So this Chariot is divinely guided by the universe. It is going in the direction where it is divinely guided. This is also a card of as above, so below. You know, she has stars on the canopy and moons on her shoulders, which is as above, so below. So the whole card is forward momentum, victory, success, really moving forward with determination, motivation, and willpower, my darling Pisces. So I love that for you, because then you've got the beautiful 10 of Cups. This is happy home, happy family. This is your rainbow of blessings, my darling Pisces. This is what is the potential coming in for you this week. You know, I feel that you're going to feel that everything is falling into place, that you're just moving forward in the direction that you want, and that you have everything that you could want. Your beautiful rainbow of blessings, my darling Pisces. This is it for you. This is, you know, like I said, your happy home, happy family. You can see these people on this card, they're just running in joy. But what they need to do here, though, is to bring those cups down. Yes, it is their rainbow of blessings, but they still need to, make them their own, bring them down to earth. So don't get too caught up in pie in the sky type of thinking. Bring those goals, wishes, dreams down to earth, my darling Pisces. And then you've got the beautiful Nine of Cups. So this, is wish fulfillment, my darling Pisces. What is it that you have been wishing for, my darling Pisces? It could come true this week, but you need to get yourself into alignment with what it is that you want. It is not just, excuse me, my voice is going. It is not just going to come to you. It is not just going to be handed to you on a silver platter. You need to bring it into the physical realm. You need to make sure that you're in alignment with it. So, are you saying the right things? Are you speaking as if you already have whatever this goal, wish, or dream is? You need to act as if, my darling Pisces, because what happens is if we're not in alignment with what it is we want, well, it's still going to just stay as a goal, wish, or dream. So we need to talk as if we already have it. I have this amazing high-paying job. I have a beautiful, loving relationship. I have all the wealth and success I need. I have a beautiful home that is filled with love. Do you understand? You don't just say, I want, because the universe will allow you to keep wanting. You need to say, I have, or I am successful. I am abundant. And then the universe cannot help but bring this to you, my darling Pisces. So I love that energy for you. So if I'm going to put it all together, I mean, yes, you're being encouraged to relax here, but I feel that you're not going to be able to relax too much because this is forward momentum. This is forward movement, my darling Pisces. I feel for you that there is going to be some goal, wish, or dream that you have been wanting that is finally going to start to take off. And it is going to take off quickly with forward momentum, motivation, willpower. You're just going to strive forward, my darling Pisces. And it is going to bring you your happy home, happy family, or your rainbow of blessings. That's all coming in for you this week, my darling Pisces. I'm loving this energy for you. But I mean, don't wear yourself out. If you need to take time to relax, relax. But I mean, it's pretty straightforward reading. I don't feel I need to, say too much more really about it. It's the cards are on the table are telling you what this is about. Just remember with that Nine of Cups to act as if. It's not just going to magically appear. You need to get yourself into alignment, my darling Pisces. So if you're enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. As I've been saying, I've been thinking of shutting the channel down, but I won't. I will just pull back. I'm only going to start to do monthly readings as of March, just because I do need to pull back. This does use a lot of my time, but I don't want to shut it down altogether because I've had the feedback, but people still want me to be here, so I love that. So thank you. All right, final messages, my darling Pisces. Look for a sign, they say. Yes, the signs, the synchronicities, the symbols. Trust, yes. As I said on that Nine of Cups, trust that everything is working out for your highest good. That is what you need. Get more information, they say. Yeah, if you need more info, get it. If you feel that you don't know everything and you need more information to move yourself forward, then get that more information. You're ready, they say. Yes, you are, because it's coming. I see it here. Yeah. And you've got the yes with the exclamation point. Oh my God, my darling Pisces. This is going to be one big week for you. Make sure you put it in the comments and let me know what's happened for you this week, because this is going to be big, huge. I cannot wait to hear what has happened for you. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon.